What's going on, everyone? Scott here from the Break Evens, giving you another FPL video today. Game week 9 done and dusted, and a much better week for me. I don't know about you, but I had a much better week. Still average sort of week. Haven't really had that crazy big week yet, but hopefully it is coming soon. So today it's going to go through how our team went, my thoughts on am I going to use transfers and am I going to try and roll. Have a look at the Break Evens League, see who's on top, and then jump over to Fantasy Football Hub and get my team rated by the AI and have a rating out of 100. So before we get into that, don't forget you can find me on Twitter/X at Break Evens Pod, on Facebook, The Break Evens, and here on YouTube, of course, The Break Evens. So make sure you like, follow, and subscribe on all those social medias for all FPL and other fantasy content. Which, speaking of other fantasy content, Supercoach BBL has just launched, and I have put up my, I guess, first draft team on Twitter. So you want to jump over there at Break Evens Pod, have a look at the team. I just quickly went through it with obviously changes to be made with, I think, 41 or 42 days until round one. So if you haven't signed up for that, and there will be a Break Evens league code that will go out to you all in the coming days. So keep an eye out for that as well. Again, it will be on the Twitter, so at Break Evens Pod. So there we have it. Let's jump in to how my team went last week. As I said, it was a better week. So let's see how it fared. So here we have it. As you can see, 63 points. Lovely. Overall rank didn't really change too much because, as you can see, average points was 54. So I didn't make too much ground there, which is slightly annoying, but it is what it is. So let's just go through the team one by one. I'll talk, you know, how they went, and then I'll talk about my plans for them potentially in the coming weeks. So let's start off with the goalkeeper, and Edison finally returned for me. So I think I got him. I think the Newcastle game. I think I got Edison in, so he's gone 2-0-2, then 6. Might have even been the Arsenal game. I might have had him there. But anyway, 90 points, a clean sheet. Only had to make 2 saves. So a nice, easy 6 points. That's what you really are expecting from Edison and Raya and stuff like that. The save points aren't really going to be there. So you're just looking for clean sheets and the 90 minutes, which is what I got this week. Thank God. Bournemouth this week coming up, I think he will be another good option. Alrighty, let's go to the defense, and pretty happy. Pretty happy. We'll start with Porro first because he only scored 2 points. He played the 90, didn't really get the ball going forward. 1 goal conceded, so no clean sheet points there. And obviously, if he wasn't really involved in any attacks, he's most likely not getting any bonus points. So just the 2 points there. Aston Villa this week could be a tough matchup. He hasn't returned in 3 games. I think I got him for this Bournemouth game. So that's twice, Edison and Porro, when I've brought him in, it's been after a good week and they haven't returned since. So a little bit frustrating there. But it is what it is. Just the 2 points for Porro. We'll go with 8 Nori. 6-pointer. Very, very happy. I decided to put him on field ahead of Trent Alexander-Arnold, which you might think is absolutely crazy, but he outscored him by a decent amount. So it was the right decision. 90 minutes played. He did score a goal, which obviously helps. 2 goals conceded, though, so that clean sheet is gone. Could have been a couple more. And I'm surprised he didn't have any bonus points, seeing he did score, but there was 4 goals in the game, so it is what it is. But 6 points from Eight Nori, especially against Brighton, very happy there. And with Crystal Palace coming up, I think he's the chance to get another attacking return. So very happy there with Eight Nori. And old faithful Rico Lewis, 90 minutes played, clean sheet, 6 pointer. Very happy. What I was expecting. Um, Again, he's another one that I got in and has just blank, mini return there, blank, and then returned. With the Rodri injury and being out for the season, obviously he's going to have a bit more of a role, and he's looking pretty good in that role. So, Bournemouth up next, same as Edison, will probably be a stay there. So, defense and goalkeeper, pretty happy. Obviously, Porro, just a 2 pointer, but not everyone can return every week unless you're scoring 117 points. So, let's move to the midfield, and this is where talk about a hit or miss. So we'll start with Brennan Johnson. 1-0 loss. So he played the 90 minutes. Got yellow carded as well. So missed out on some points there. Didn't really look threatening this week. So yeah, not a great week. And with Aston Villa, could be a tough one, but he is pretty consistent for minutes. Will he be on the field? I don't know yet. I'm going to have to look at how my team is, but I think I'm definitely going to keep him for a little bit just because I like this Ipswich here. And then I can reassess at this Man City fixture there. We'll go with Morgan Rogers, who scored another 1-pointer. Chose him over Emile Smith Rowe, which you'll see in a second did not work out. Only the 56 minutes, so that's why he only scored the 1 point. Didn't really do much. Just a bad game for Rogers. Tottenham up next is a tough fixture. Can he return? It will be interesting to see, but probably will be keeping him just because he is that cheap enabler and is making money. So, look, disappointing that I chose him over Emile Smith Rowe, but it is what it is. My vice captain, Cole Palmer, 2-1 win against Newcastle, played 90, scored a goal, had another goal in the 4th minute, but was clearly offside, so it didn't count. So that sucks. 1 goal conceded, so missed out on some bonus points. Some clean sheet points, but did get 3 bonus points, giving him the 10. Very happy. He was my Saka replacement because I didn't think Saka was going to play, even though Saka did, which was very strange. But 10 points, I cannot complain. United up next, who just sacked Ten Hag. I forgot to mention that at the front, Ruud van Nistelrooy will be taking over, so that should be a good game. But I think Palmer could get on the scoreboard. Apart from that, Arsenal here, then Leicester. Ooh, and then you look at that. I don't know what I'm going to do. That is something I'm going to have to think about, but I'll talk about that in just a second. But very good from Palmer. Brian Mbeumo, as you saw, he was the thumbnail. 15 points, played the 90 in a 4-3 win against Ipswich, scored 2 goals, 3 goals conceded, so he missed out on some extra clean sheet points there. But the 3 bonus points, no surprise. Absolutely dominated. And you look at the fixtures here, it's looking very, very good. I'll definitely be keeping him up to after this Leicester game, and then maybe hold off for a little bit and potentially get him later in the season. But he's on fire and scored 15 points. For those who captained him, well done. I wish I did. As we move to the forwards, Solanke, 90 minutes, didn't look like getting near it. He is on the chopping block. I might hold until this Ipswich game. I'm unsure, but he's not looking great. Just the 2 points, 90 minutes, no bonus points. Didn't look like scoring and clean sheet does not matter. So yeah, not happy there. Raul Jimenez, I went him over Chris Wood, which was absolutely ridiculous. I don't know why I keep ignoring Chris Wood. The man bags goals. I did like the Fulham fixtures, especially the next three. So I will be keeping him for those three and then reassess at game week 13, but just a 2-pointer. So 90 minutes played, 0.47 expected goals. So there was definitely a chance there. 0.71 goal involvement, but no bonus points, unfortunately. And the captain, Erling Haaland, scored a goal, and that was it because it was a 1-0 win. He played 90 minutes, expected goal involvement of 2.33 with an expected goal of 2.33. So probably should have had a couple more, especially against Southampton. Is playing Bournemouth up next. Look at the fixtures. Fixtures are a little tough. So I'm seeing a lot of people selling him already. It might be something to look at, but he scored the 6 points, and as captain is the 12. So could have been a lot worse. Obviously, Embuemo or Palmer were the better options, but it's just all guesswork, isn't it? So we moved to the bench. Iverson didn't play. Trent Alexander-Arnold, I said I went 8 Nori above him just because Arsenal played, Liverpool played Arsenal, and I thought, that would be a tough game. Why not get into the game as much? And that's what happened. 90 minutes, 0.24 assists. So maybe there was a small chance, but no clean sheet, no bonus points, just the 1-pointer. But sorry, I just got out of it. They do have Brighton this week. So he will find his way back in. Aina for Nottingham Forest, 90 minutes, goal conceded, didn't really do much. So 2 points, didn't really miss out there. But the big one was Emil Smith Rowe. 1-1 draw, played 78 minutes, got an assist. No clean sheet, surprisingly no bonus points, but he scored 6 points. And if I had him on field, it would have been a lot better. I would have scored 5 more extra points. So I would have finished on 68. So yeah, points lost overall. If you look at the side, that's really the only points lost. So yeah, it is what it is. So let's go to transfers. What am I going to do? I have one free transfer. I could look at Solanke. I could look at Haaland. Or I could look at Porro. Now, if I'm being honest, I think I'm going to roll a transfer. But I do want to have a look at potentially getting rid of Haaland. So quickly just look at player information. I know I just went through it, but some tougher fixtures here. Yes, it's Erling Haaland. He can score. But it seems to be a little bit more beneficial going someone who is cheaper and maybe getting an extra man in this midfield. So let's have a look. Let's go by price. So obviously 15.4. Let's have a look at Villa's run. So tough one, but it is Ollie Watkins. Are you really going to go there? Isaac, who did score. Again, I have a tough run and his form hasn't been great. Kai Havertz for Arsenal. They got 2 tough ones, and that's when their fixtures do open up a little bit. Nicholas Jackson. Probably not looking to get him in just at the moment, even though he is on fire. Not touching the Liverpool guys. Cunha is definitely one that I can look at. I did want to get him in last week, but with Saka out, and I wanted to go to Son, but Son was out, so I had to go up to Palmer. I wasn't able to get Cunha, and just look at those fixtures. That could definitely be something there. Got Chris Wood, just a knock, but he scored 2 goals. He's on absolute fire. Check their fixtures. It's a bit, hit or miss, but he's bagging goals. So those are really my only options. So I just quickly want to, let's say I do get Cunha in. I have 9 mil budget, which is insane. I like Smith Rowe. I like Rogers. So that means probably next week, next week, if I did do this, I could get rid of Johnson if he blanks again, and I have 15.7 mil. I could get Mo Salah. So we'll have a look. City Newcastle there, but then pretty happy with most of that. So could get him, or the other one would be Saka. I did want to get him in a couple weeks anyway. So if I went one of those, add player, I've still got 3 mil there, and that means I can go a Solanke in future up to a Watkins, or I could even go down again to a Chris Wood and maybe get like a Smith Rowe up to a Saka. If we have a quick look, if I get Saka in, this is all like 3-4 weeks time. I got the 6.2 select replacement. So I miss out on Wood there. So yeah, I'm just missed out on Wood. So that would be annoying. Ha 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 ha. So if I just have a look, select replacement. If I do go Wood here, who can I get in the mid? 9.8. Your Foden's, it becomes really tough there. So definitely be looking to get a Cunha in, a Salah or a Saka. And actually, I did want to have a look. So Raya is still 5.6. Okay. Just one thing I do want to point out when Arsenal's fixtures do open up, Gabriel has just gone down with an MCL and is out for a while. So if you're looking to get an Arsenal defender, once Saliba's back, which I'm pretty sure is this week, you have him or Raya. Really, I think that are the right options. So just keep your eyes peeled and open for that, and don't fall into the trap of getting Gabriel because he is injured. But yeah, a lot to think about, especially with Haaland and Brendan Johnson and Solanke, the main ones. If I need to, I can keep Smith Rowe. And yeah, I want to go right there. I've still got 4.1. And I could double up on Arsenal, I could double up on City, or I could get Ollie Watkins here or there. It's crazy. But I'm seeing a lot of people go a little bit cheaper because you're getting more points out of it. Pick team. I think this is how I will line up. So Edison and Lewis against Bournemouth, Aït-Nouri against Crystal Palace, and Trent against Brighton. Johnson against Villa could, maybe not. And Mbeumo against Fulham is a good one. Palmer versus United. Smith Rowe against Brentford. I do like that. Slanky against Villa. Roll against Brentford, and Haaland against Bournemouth. I think those two are good fixtures. And then here, I could have Anya potentially, but I think this is safe. I think I do want to keep Haaland for one more week, so maybe I look at going Solanke down to a Wood this week, and then maybe Haaland down to a Cunha, and maybe taking a hit and getting Johnson up to a Saka or a Salah. But that's how my team is most likely going to line up. Before we go to Fantasy Football Hub, let's go to the Break Evens League and see what's happening. So Keith with Drayton Ravens has found his way back to the top with 624. Deal with Allison Chain, 617 close behind. Nevetts and Chelsea Chow by 611. And then Robert with 115 FC. And Gold Diggers United, we have James 608. And then Matthew, oh no, not again. And the Scott Father there with 605 and 604. So very, very tight competition. So that's all that I guess fantasy part done. Let's go over to Fantasy Football Hub. Go through the algorithm and what the AI thinks of my team going into next week. And this is just based on if I don't make any changes. So let's jump over there and see what it says. And here we have it. So there is my team. Everyone's there. And it says 94 out of 100, which is very good. Can it perform that way? I hope so. Um, it'd be interesting to see who it has on field. Um, but that is a paid subscription. I'm not paying for that right now. I don't make money for this. I do this for fun. So it is what it is. But 94 out of 100, I will definitely take that. And with that completed, that will do us for today in this video. So Game Week 10 is this Saturday. So make sure you get your transfers in on time. Make sure you check the deadline because last week was a tricky one and I almost missed it. I almost didn't make any transfers. Luckily, my daughter woke up really early and had a tough time getting back to sleep. So I was able to make changes at like 3 o'clock in the morning. So that's what you get for having kids. It helps you with your FPL. But yeah, make sure you check the deadline and you get your transfers in before then. So good luck for Game Week 10. Thank you all again for watching and listening. Don't forget to hit us up on the socials at Breakevens Pod on Twitter, on Facebook, The Breakevens, and here on YouTube. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe on all of those platforms. And until next time, it's bye for now.